Oh, it's a beautiful day, sun is shining. We're in for a lovely weekend. Yeah, just thought I'd hop on. Weekend of rugby, fucking power cut though. When you have your games all ready to go and there's a fucking power cut, does my head in. And I'm setting up the auto mower after bringing it to get a new battery. The family are annoying me. To show them how to use it, you know, in case I move abroad, which I'm looking at doing, looking at getting a job outside of Ireland because I'm just not having any luck here, you know. So I said, fuck it, I'll chance my arm elsewhere. Alf, come on. Come on, good boy. But yeah, wanted to hop on and just wanted to talk about a lad who just watched the recent video of his. It's called Backcountry. He's a real kind of hippy dippy lad with tattoos and a beard, and now he's a mohawk. He used to be bald, which has encouraged me. I'm going to shave the head again. I think it's getting too hot for the long hair. But it's an interesting one. So I always say that I can never advise you to quit alcohol completely, and you know, even if I was teetotal I couldn't, but it'd definitely be hypocritical because I'm not. I still drink, so I guess I'm being more mindful of it, but don't know if I want to stop altogether. No away from that, got away from the farmers though, so it's all good. Yeah, listening to him, he talks about anhedonia from quitting alcohol, you know, and delirium tremens, and that means basically you get the shakes when you come off alcohol when you've been doing it for so long. You built up such a dependence on it, you know, that now when you come off it, your body doesn't know anything else. See, same spot every time. Good boy. Don't go too far with him because poor fella will overheat. I'm overheating and it's shorts weather. Nice up close to my legs. But yeah, delirium tremens is when you build up such a tolerance for it, and that's like going through a fucking bottle of vodka a day, and I was never that bad, you know what I mean? So, and let's be honest, I enjoy it. When I go out and have a few, I enjoy them. And I don't subscribe to the whole AA model, like you're powerless against it. South Park again, taking the piss out of that. But look, it's worked for a lot of people, but I talk about labels and do they help? Is alcoholic a label you want to have? Recovering alcoholic, not really one I want to have. And I was never dependent on it, you know, every day. I was dependent on it for social interactions, and it made me feel fucking great. Like, you wouldn't do it if it didn't make you feel amazing. I hadn't watched his videos in a long time, and back when I was watching his videos, we have a tendency to worry about the problem when it's actively affecting us, don't we? Come on, Alf, good boy. Good boy. So let's say, you know, we get absolutely shit-faced and get into a situation, you know. People think it's cool, people fucking glamorise it, and it really pisses me off, you know. I thought it was cool, you know, getting arrested, and everybody thought it was funny. It's fucking serious though, you know what I mean? I think that's just something I think we glamorise far too often. Something funny that happened on a night out, and you're kind of going, yeah, it was funny, but it was always made it seem to get into a shitty situation. It wasn't funny for me. Got away, thankfully. Now, you want to check the field out, don't you? Yeah. Boy, your favourite field. Alfie's field. But yeah, now that it's coming into beautiful summery days, be outdoors a lot, probably get invitations to go out and all that, which I want to take, you know. I'm asking you guys, like, how do you cope with it? Do you drink too much, or do you have a problem? No way from them, flick my finger, but because this channel isn't a sobriety channel. I don't think I ever really wanted it to be that. Because I don't know, I mean, it's hypocritical of me to talk to you about how to get sober when I haven't even done it myself. Like, I went 9 months while watching Bad Country and Steve Talks or something. I can't remember the name of the channel, but it's a Geordie lad, and he was on death's door with his alcoholism, and I think that's an important one. How many of us actually give a shit and stop until we physically have to? Alf, will you stop? You're cutting across me. Good boy. You're gonna trip me up one of these days, but I won't have the heart to give out to you. Yeah, like, we tend to only worry about a problem when it affects us to the point where we're gonna die, you know. Like, for instance, my granddad had a bypass, and then he stopped smoking, hasn't smoked since. It's literally a case of you'll die if you smoke anymore. Your body is an incredible thing, you know. It can heal itself. The liver is an incredible thing, so you drink loads. Alf, don't cross over, come on. Maybe car's coming. Good boy. Like, the liver is an incredible organ, but it can only do so much. And I was actually having an interesting conversation with a lad just at the bus stop in Gorey. He wanted to know how to get to Wicklow. We got chatting, and how many people would just kind of blank him or ignore him or whatever. I just think, fuck it, I'll talk to anybody. Good boy, do you want to go back? Yeah, we'll go back. Come on, let's go with him. Come on, can't stand in the middle of the road. Yeah, what are you doing? Gotta go back then? Yeah. Up. Oh, look at that. Lovely around here. On, Alf, we go back? Yeah, good boy. I was chatting to this fella, right, and he opened up to me a lot. You know, lots of people do, which I don't always encourage, you know, because you don't know who is near you or what they're going to say. But he told me he was an alcoholic. When he said, like, he'd smoked the ganja and all that, he said he wished what he'd done was taking a break in between, because he said drinking something every day, so like, say you have only 4 points but you have them every day, rather than having a big blowout once a month. Now, I've heard mixed reviews on that. So people will say, yeah, but if you don't drink anything and then you bash your liver with a load of alcohol, I don't think you're going to have liver failure after one night of heavy drinking, unless you seriously overdo it. I mean, sometimes I am kind of amazed that I didn't get more severe symptoms. Coming into summer now, Alf, what are you doing? Come on. I don't know what he'd be sniffing. I'm always pulling things out of his mouth. For anyone that doesn't know, retrievers have big floppy jowls, like their cheeks are very floppy, especially British retrievers, because I think they were bred with bloodhounds, which are lovely dogs. But you know, hounds have the big floppy cheeks, and they call them jowls. And the amount of things he can hide in there. There's a retriever who was hiding tennis balls. He had about 6 tennis balls in his mouth. And you thought you got all of them. Next thing they all came flopping out. But look again. Oh, you could paint this, couldn't you? Like, look at that. Say it to my brother. He's the artist of the family, and I'm the autist of the family. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, good boy. But yeah, basically it was the continuous cycle of drinking, never giving your liver a chance to fully recover. So at least I've done that. A bad diet can fuck it up as well, which people don't think of. It's called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Got it all in one. NAFLD, I guess, all these abbreviations, but... And then you get cirrhosis, the wonderful cirrhosis, and then you're talking transplant territory, because your liver is fucked. You know, my family as well, there's been a few people who've been heavy drinkers and luckily haven't been seriously impacted yet. And lead to heart disease as well, which people don't think of. When they think of alcohol, all they think of is liver damage, but it damages the heart, damages everything really. You get wet brain as well, which is another symptom, so it fucks up your brain fog, can lead to dementia. You think of alcohol shakes, can lead to Parkinson's. I guess I'm glad that I'm wary of it so young. At the same time, when you're so young, you're supposed to be living your life, and everybody's telling you that. Like, I've been called boring as well for actually being more mindful of it. Because as I say, you don't just drink, you do more unhealthy things. My eating is like shit. I'll have a fizzy drink to perk myself up, and I already love them. So I'll have even more of them because I need them. I feel like I need them anyway. The dehydration is terrible. You don't sleep properly. And then, like, I don't sleep at all the night of it. My sleep is all over the shop. And then I will probably be conked out for a week. No energy, nothing. When you're young, yeah, it might seem great, but you're fucking yourself up when you get older. There's a fine balance, isn't there? Like, as I say, went 9 months, then there was a Leinster game, Leinster versus Leicester, and I was going with Fuzzy that I coached with in Wanderers Rugby Club. We were watching the game, I was relaxed, I was having a good time, so I didn't feel bad, you know, I felt really good. Actually had a few pints of Guinness, and we went to the Leinster game after. It was a really good day out, had a great time, a genuinely great time. You don't be turning into a good lad. Like, genuinely good time. Just a few cars going by, I have to be careful. Don't want this little lad getting squashed. But yeah, I guess I'm happy and mindful of it though, you know what I mean? Because after my last game that I played with the Gory lads, I was very tempted to go back to the pub with them, but me and my brother met up. He said, "Oh, I'm here now." I was like, "Oh yeah, grand." I left at about 9:30, had a good time, I didn't have too many, and I've made the mistake of going back before, and yeah, I was just having way too much, and it never ends well. What backcountry was saying, I'm talking about anhedonia. Anhedonia is the complete lack of pleasure, lack of joy. You know, it's a symptom of depression, obviously, as you can imagine. It's that feeling of things that used to bring you joy just not doing it for you anymore. And that can happen as a result of getting sober, because you've been bombarding your brain with this chemical that gives you dopamine, and now it's not there anymore. Go away. Another one. But yeah, you've been bombarding your brain with this chemical, you know, a load of synthetic dopamine, and it's been just blasting away. And it's like, and backcountry used the same analogy, the exact same one I was thinking of as he was saying it, but steroids, all this synthetic testosterone, so your testes basically shut down and stop producing testosterone. It's like, you know, fuck this, we can't produce anymore, you've too much already, so they shut down, and then you've just more estrogen, which is why you get shriveled up balls and man tits. But with alcohol and other drugs that, you know, mimic dopamine and bind to the dopamine receptors, when you take away the drug, you've been blasting your brain full of this dopamine, and it's gone, okay, we're shutting it down, then we're not producing it anymore naturally, and it takes a while to reset. So something you should be aware of as well if you are going out, and especially in one really dangerous combination is alcohol and cocaine. Be aware of that. Oh boy. Because then you are blasting yourself full of cocaine and dopamine, sorry. But you blast yourself with alcohol and coke. One's a depressant and one's a stimulant. Something to be mindful. I just wanted to come on and talk about it. It's a beautiful day, and I want you to enjoy nature, really. Get natural dopamine as much as you can. And I'm not saying don't drink, I'm saying enjoy a few. I'm certainly guilty of not doing that. Enjoy a few, mind yourselves, and be very careful, because it can creep up on you, you know. Out of nowhere, like Randy Orton. Alright guys. Don't worry, he's not having a seizure, he's playing, ain't you? Yeah.